Hey y'all, it's Rob. I am about to take a ride up Highway 39. I'm at Encanto Park, which is at the base of Highway 39 at the end of the San Gabriel River Trail. The San Gabriel River Trail goes from here in Duarte all the way down to Seal Beach. It may turn into some different trails as you go. I'm not quite sure how that works, but I think it's about 40 miles or so, and you'll be at the beach if you just went right as I hit this trail. But I'm going to be going left, and so what happens then is the trail ends pretty quickly, and then it becomes Highway 39 and it goes up into the San Gabriel Mountains. I'm doing this ride because I'm feeling like I need some exercise and I don't have a lot of time. So when that's the case, I usually look for some sort of hilly climb to do. And a lot of people don't like hills and climbing, and I've got mixed feelings about them, but in general, I like it. I just gear down into an easier gear and just slowly grind up the hill, maybe listen to some good music, check out the scenery. So I'll be doing a little bit of that, and I'll share a little bit of the ride with you as I get up there, and we'll talk more. I'm riding my Poseidon X today, slightly modified with more durable rims for my bike packing / touring adventures, and completely jerry-rigged with a pool noodle here for extra hand comfort for my old joints. And yeah, I've got 3 water bottles because I get very thirsty. But the most important part is that it has lots of gears, so I can just creep my way up hills. Yeah, it's very nice. This is one of the places my father took me to go riding. It was one of his favorites, and I understand why. Such a pleasure to be able to ride without having to deal with cars and stoplights, and people pulling out of driveways and all that stuff. It's just a nice time. It's kind of nice today because it's a rare time where we've got some cloud cover, and there's actually rain forecasted late tonight into tomorrow, and we could really use it. It's been dry here for a long time. Although, since I am without a car at the moment, I'm going to have to dig out my rain gear and get that situated. But really, it's pretty easy to survive here without a car because of the minimal rainfall. And yeah, I'm enjoying my carless existence for now. But that might change if we have a long bout of rain, but we'll see. Sure is nice over here though. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of mining of some sort that goes on over here. Over there, you got a big pile of dirt and rocks at the end of a machine there. And you've got this kind of reservoir thing, I think has something to do with it. It's peaceful right now, so they must not be doing any work. In the last video I made, I did a little bit of talking about biking and therapy and how it clears my head and that kind of thing. And this is definitely a good example of that. I work in a grocery store and I'm constantly around people, talking, asking questions, helping them. And I like it, I really enjoy it, but at some point during the week it becomes an overload for my senses. And when I'm out here and I'm just riding, I'm moving my body, getting some exercise, getting out of my brain into my body, and it's a relief. And I encourage anybody that wants to do that to try it out. Hello. I was just watching some hawks soar above me. Very nice. And also we've got this hole in the sky, like the Black Sabbath song. Hole in the sky, gateway to heaven. Very interesting. But I was reflecting on a moment I had when I was riding once. I was going up Glendora Mountain Road, which is a mean climb, but definitely fulfilling and beautiful. And I was way up there, and it was a peaceful moment. There's no cars or anything. It was very hot. And I saw a shadow come across my path in front of me, and I looked up and it was a raven. And as I was riding, he just kept following. I just kept seeing his shadow pass in front of me and over me, and it was a pretty awesome moment. Now that I look back on it, you know, maybe he was stalking me. Maybe he saw an animal struggling. That's me, the animal, struggling to get up the hill. And he's looking for a meal, but at that moment he was a welcome friend, a welcome companion. And, you know, it feels good. I'm almost to the point where this trail ends. And to the right here you have Highway 39 and all the speeding vehicles that aren't a lot of fun to be riding next to. But yeah, you just be careful. Maybe put a flashing red light on your backside of your bike and stay aware. Boy, it sure is windy today. I guess the storm is blowing in. Whoa. You can really feel it on your bike when you get a crosswind. Oof. Or a headwind. It's funny when it's a tailwind, you don't notice it as much. I think there's something philosophical in there. When life is easy, you know, you don't really notice it as much as when life is hard, and it's very noticeable. So I'm I'm gonna try to pay attention to when life is easy so I can be grateful. Hello. All right, this is the end of the bike trail. So now I've got to get ready to go this way. Go winding up those mountains.
Hello, Editing Rob here. I decided to do a voiceover for this part of the video rather than talk as I was riding my bike up this hill when these cars are speeding past me. It helped me to focus and avoid being a hood ornament for any of these fancy cars. So, as I was puttering up this hill at my blindingly fast speed, I was thinking to myself, wow, this is very easy compared to how hard it's been in the past. I didn't realize at the time that I had a massive tailwind that was just puttering me up this hill. I guess I just wasn't thinking about it. It goes back to what I said, when you have a tailwind, you don't really notice it as much as when you have a headwind. So I did notice it when I turned around and decided to have the easy downhill ride I usually have when I came back down, and was greeted by a severe headwind that was blowing dust in my face and keeping my pace really slow. But here it was quite enjoyable, just puttering up the hill, having a look at the beautiful scenery of the San Gabriel Mountains in the lower elevations. You can kind of see here it's kind of deserty. It's not like a typical forest with giant trees. I guess it's just because of the lack of rainfall we get, and probably other factors I don't understand. But I really do like the vegetation and the desert plants, and cactuses, the cacti, and the brush and the sage, all the cool stuff you see. Being up here on these mountain roads and riding your bicycle is really fulfilling. At least for me. I don't see a lot of bikers up here. I do see the random kitted out guy on his fancy light bike. But here you have the Morris Dam, really pretty. And on the other side is the Morris Reservoir. It's coming down, working the San Gabriel River down that canyon. And it feels good to be able to get up here and see these beautiful sights just under the power of your legs and this little machine that's helping you out. And there's something to be said for the sense of satisfaction that you can get up here under your own power. And you know, if you have to stop and take a rest, that's okay. You know, at least that's the way I look at it for me. In a couple months I'll be turning 60, and I think it's pretty cool that my body still works well enough to get me up to these places, get me around the state and wherever I decide to ride. It doesn't matter if I have to go a little bit slower. It just feels good to be able to do it. And here I came to a little memorial. I believe it was for a driver that crashed. I saw some car parts in there, that memorial overlooking the reservoir there. it's a good reminder to keep riding and keep riding carefully, because you are in control. I am in control of my mortality to an extent. It's a good reminder. Here I turned around and started descending. I had gotten to the reservoir, and it was starting to get cold. And I had grabbed what I had thought was a long sleeve red shirt from my closet and thrown it in a little pack I had to get me through the cold part of the ride. And when I started getting cold, I realized the shirt I had picked was short sleeve on accident. And it's just one of those things that's unexpected that happens a lot on some of my bike adventures. And so good things happen too, like seeing this cool deer just cruising down the riverbed. And I was about at the end of my ride here, and I just decided that I would stop filming because the sun was setting. And it was a beautiful day, a beautiful ride. And I would encourage anybody that wants to go on a little scenic cruise that doesn't have traffic to start a ride at Encanto Park and just ride the couple of miles to the highway and back. It's very easy and safe and scenic. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you for my next video, whenever that happens to drop. Thanks for watching.